I love going to thrift stores to see if they have any Funko Pops laying around. Because you never know, you can find some expensive stuff. And when I went the other day, I found a good pile of them. Also, I apologize about that being a vertical video. I was gonna film just a short, but then I realized they had so many figures, we gotta do an entire video. And now whenever I go to the thrift store, I love to dig through the larger section of stuff, and I found some interesting things, just not Pops, as well as the bags, because you never know, they have smaller stuff inside. You might be able to find mystery minis, pocket pops, bitty pops, you never know. And now I've also got a pretty good story from while I was there. I actually walked over to the toy section and didn't see any Pops at first. That's why in those clips you didn't see any. But I heard down the row a guy talking about a Funko Pop saying, oh, look at these. I'm sure if I had the ladies over, they'd love to see them. And at first I'm like, hold on, I'm right here. I felt like, you know, like Clark Kent, and I could have just ripped my Top Pops shirt open and been like, I would never do that. I also didn't have a Top Pops shirt on, but you know what I mean. Honestly, it probably would have proved his point a little bit if I all of a sudden spun around and I was wearing a Funko Pop outfit. Either way. Look, the moral of the story is don't just go talking about something, making fun of it in public, because you never know who's around. I could have been right there. And I was. That's why I'm telling you this story now. And anyways, let's get into the figures that I got. And by the way, every single one of them was $7.99, which I understand is a little bit pricey for stuff out of box, but a few of these were pretty old and I didn't want to leave any behind. I felt bad. And so let's get into this first one here, which is actually going to be, check it out, the Brow from the newer, you know, Space Jam: A New Legacy. A pretty cool one, especially because he is in the Olympics right now, and I do think this is actually one of my favorite figures from the set. Oh, and also, I can't forget to mention, I've also got my handy dandy whiteboard here. We're going to be figuring out the actual prices of these. And so let me write down the Brow, and we will check this out. Okay, the Brow goes for $9. So if I had the box for him, it would be $1 more than what I paid for it. But hey, it's still a cool figure. I'm okay with having this one. Anyways, everyone, let's get into the next figure, which is going to be this version of Anna. I believe it is it Coronation Anna? I'll have to check exactly which one it is specifically. But with Frozen 3 just being announced, you never know. This one could go up a little bit. But then again, it is an out-of-box figure, so I don't think it's going to be anything crazy, but it's still a cool one that you don't see in stores anymore. Okay, so it is the Coronation Anna, and I see the newer version here that's actually kind of like the deluxe one with ducks. That's not what this is. This is actually the older one, and I'm curious to see what year this released to. Let me see if I can find the exact figure here. Hold on. All of the mystery minis are coming up, so it's a little harder to find it. Here it is. Okay, so it released in 2015, and it goes for, well, $10. Again, nothing crazy, but it's almost 10 years old, so again, you can't find that in stores. And I guess at the moment we are at, well, that's $19. Not bad. Now, funny enough, I was able to find two figures of Anna, so we might as well talk about this one next, which is actually the original that released, I want to say in like 2014, so a year before this one. Not bad, and this one here was also $7.99, so let me check. I'll see if I can find this one. Oh, I found it. $9. Alrighty, regular Anna, we are up to $28. I'll take it. And then to check the prices, it really is just like a fun thing that I like to do to see maybe some of them, if they had a box, were worth $100 to $200. I don't know. But anyway, let's get into the next one here, and this is a figure from Battlestar Galactica. I don't exactly know which one it is. I believe it's the newer one, though. I'll have to look this up. And if you notice, she stands pretty good. Actually, all of them have stood pretty good so far. Let me see. Battlestar Galactica. Let me just look up the word Battlestar and we'll see what comes up, because I'm sure there's not that many of them. And I believe I also have another Battlestar figure I'll check in a second. Oh, right! There's the new ones coming out for Funko Fusion, but that's not what we're worried about today. Even though I do really want those for the collection, the Cylon with skull underneath really does look cool. Anyways, not the point. Let me find, okay, Lieutenant Starbuck. She goes for $19 and released back in 2016. Wow, wow, wow. You could put both the Brow and the Coronation Anna together to get the same price. And actually, when I was looking through the list, I bumped into this one here. I don't know her name. I know she's from Battlestar Galactica, though. And let me see her. It is 6. And she goes for, ooh, $30. Now, I did notice with this one here that she does normally have a base. Does she stand by herself? Hey, not bad. All right, now let me quickly put down 6 here and we'll see. So she is worth $29. That is pretty good. Alrighty, now I've got this figure here. It is Spider-Man, and I don't exactly know what suit this is. Is it maybe the stealth suit Spider-Man? I hope I've got the name right, because otherwise it's going to take forever to look through all of his figures. Because if you don't know, there's probably about, 100 different Spider-Man. Okay, I hope it's stealth suit. Oh, sorry. Maybe she doesn't stand too well. I just won't bump the table again. Please be stealth suit. Please be stealth suit. Please be stealth suit. It is! Oh, thank gosh. Okay, yeah, this one is worth $14. I'll just put him down as Spider-Man because we only have one today, but $14. I will definitely take that considering I paid like half of that. Now let's do this one here because I have the Queen of Hearts when she plays, is it croquet, I believe, with the bird in her hand? I think this one out of the bunch is probably one of my favorites because it looks nice out of box. You know who it is. It's a fun cartoony character. I'm a big fan of it, and I don't think there's that many Queen of Hearts, so it should be easy to figure out. I'm gonna say, because this one is a bit of an older one, it released in 2017, let's say, $20. I think $20 is a good number for this, if I were to guess. Alrighty, everyone, it's oh no! It's Queen of Hearts with Hedgehog. It was normally a Hot Topic exclusive, which is pretty cool. It goes for $14, but I also don't have the Hedgehog, so that's kind of sad. Well, you know what? I'll still put her down as, the regular price that it says, but I'll keep that in mind when I'm figuring out what they're worth out of box, because you don't have the Hedgehog. It's a big part of it. Especially because she is playing croquet in the figure. She's just got the club. She doesn't have a ball. Well, anyways, everyone, we are moving along here, and let's get into the Harry Potter ones that I have, starting with Peter Pettigrew, which I don't think they've made very many of him, so that could be cool. And I believe this one is actually like one of the first ones they did, back in 2017, so the same year they did the Queen of Hearts. Okay, Peter Pettigrew. I don't know how to spell Pettigrew, but I know how to spell Peter. Sirius Black came up. Aha! Peter Pettigrew, $11. And if you're wondering, it's Pettigrew, and I probably would have spelled it like that, but maybe I would have only put one T, I don't know. Ooh, right, now we've got Ginny Weasley, and this is her with her Quidditch uniform on, which is a pretty great one. Also, does she have a base? No, she doesn't, so she should stand. Ooh, come on, don't domino these. Okay, she's gonna, I have to put her down. I don't want them to all fall over. I could see it happening. Now, Ginny Weasley, is it Ginny or EY? This could be a second. I'm gonna try Ginny. We'll see what comes up. Ginny Weasley. Aha! It is Ginny. And there's not very many versions of her, so this should pop up pretty easily. She is going for... Whoa! 26 or 200. Is the 200 one autographed? It is. Also, for anybody wondering, this is normally a Barnes & Noble exclusive. They used to get way more figures back in around this time actually. So maybe 2016, 2017. And they do still get exclusives, just not as many as they do now. I wish they did because I used to love going there. And actually, now that I'm looking at this here, she is the second most expensive of the bunch. And now we've got to grab the last one here, which is going to be, I know this one of course, Newt Scamander. I just don't know which version this is, but if I type in Newt, he should be the only thing that comes up. And I guess we'll just put him here. I apologize, Jenny. I don't want to knock everybody over. So anyways, in the front there. There might be another Newt. Is there one from Frozen or something? I don't know. We'll have to take a look here. Let's see. Newt. Oh, there's also one from Boo Hollow. One of the sets of characters that Funko created themselves for Halloween a few years ago. Newt Scamander. This is him with no suit jacket on. Maybe it's an exclusive. Okay, it is. Newt Scamander, and it's another Hot Topic exclusive, but he's supposed to come with Pickett. That is a bit of a bummer, and definitely going to bring the price down a little bit. So let me just put Newt down. He goes for $14. You know what? This is one of those things where I don't know if I missed them on the shelf, or maybe, they just never donated those things because of how small they were. They might have got lost. It would have been cool because I like having the buddies, and I was actually thinking of doing a video about buddies coming up. I'm waiting for some of my San Diego Comic-Con stuff to come in because there were a few good ones that released this year. And anyways, everybody, I got Ginny to stand, and now I want to figure out what all of these are worth combined, and then we'll figure it out to be about what they'd be in this condition. edition. Alrighty, everybody, so I did some math here, and I figured out exactly how much everything was worth according to Pop Price Guide. And if they have their boxes as well as their buddies to go along with them, it would be $153. I, however, paid $80 Canadian for these, and if I convert that to USD, because that's what Pop Price Guide is in, that's only $58. So like just about $100 worth of profit if they came in their boxes. And I think some of these characters are some pretty good ones, and people would want to add them to their collection, even though they are out of box. So for the $153 price, I'm gonna have to bring this down a bit, because of course, they're not worth, you know, $29, $15. I'm gonna give this like maybe $80 worth of pops. So I still made a little bit, and this is still just like a fun thing to pick up older characters. And again, the prices don't really matter. I just think it's kind of like fun to figure it out. And so I'm thinking I could probably sell a lot of these characters for like $5 to $10 and not like the $19 to $29, you know what I mean? And actually, if I average out all of the characters to be about $7 each, you'd be getting like $70, which is still more because I only paid $58 for them. And so I think a pretty big win in my books, especially because I don't have a lot of these characters in the collection. They'll be fun to add. And well, everybody, there we go. That is all that I have for you today. And again, the moral of the story is don't make fun of people literally in front of them. Well, I guess he didn't know that, but you don't know who's around, so just do it privately. You know what? Just don't make fun of people in general. But seriously, though, this has been a lot of fun. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you tomorrow.